I'm picking up something on the radar.
Something on the radar?
And whatever it is, it's tailing us.
What?
It's a probe droid!
A probe droid?
What is wrong with these blasters?
Blasters? Ain't no blasters in here. This is Imagine X.
Get the hell out of here! Hey everyone, what's cooking? I'm Wendy and glad to be back. Hopefully all is well with everyone. Anyway, thanks for tuning in for another Elite Showcase. This time we get the latest droid from Sideshow Collectibles' ongoing line of Star Wars 6-scale products. Introducing the Imperial Probe Droid. Sweet, we want more robots and creatures. Anyway, the box measures roughly 20 inches by 18 inches by 6. So it's pretty tall and wide, but sort of shallow. We still get that gray on black deco packaging consistent with Sideshow's ongoing Star Wars products, so please don't change it. We also get beautiful product photography and logos on all sides, and of course discreet manufacturing info on the bottom face. Inside we have styrofoam inserts to safely store and protect the Probot we so anxiously awaited. Let's dispatch this bad boy pronto. Unpacked and fully set up, the Imperial Probe Droid looks absolutely gorgeous. He looks like he hovered right off the Empire Strikes Back film set. In case you don't remember, this little sucker was responsible for locating the Rebels' Echo base on the planet Hoth. Then the hit the fan, manifesting arguably the best of all epic Star Wars battle scenes. Anyway, the Imperial Probe Droid is loaded with tons of detail just about everywhere you look, from the very ends of its dangling scrawny appendages to the absolute tips of its scanning antennas. The amount of tooling on this cyber squid is virtually out of this world. Of course, the charcoal gunmetal base coat is accented with blaster scuffs, clumsy scratches, and specific red-orange colored parts, all meticulously hand-painted, I'm sure, to capture this little bugger's unique and memorable likeness. Be very cautious, this guy just might attack or even self-destruct if you get too close. Now let's dig deeper. First off, we would once again like to voice our appreciation to Sideshow's creative department for producing extremely accessible products. And by accessible, we mean products that aren't glued together, taped down, or sewn shut. In fact, this guy requires simple assembly so we can clearly see what's going on inside without risking damage via disassembly. That being said, this guy consists of some extremely minuscule and delicate parts. First and foremost, we would like to warn consumers about the sealed bagged accessories. Please be extremely careful unbagging and assembling these peripherals, since they contain almost microscopic parts that can easily be damaged by merely tearing the baggies open. We accidentally bent one of the pieces during unbagging because we were so anxious to assemble this guy. And we didn't notice how tiny some of the parts were through the baggie. Luckily, we were able to reposition the parts with no permanent damage. If we were Sideshow, we would have either not bagged these parts at all or had them clearly labeled with caution stickers explaining the delicate nature of the accessories enclosed. We can easily see these being broken and even going unnoticed during unpacking and assembly. Oops. The tentacles on this guy also sport extremely tiny hydraulics and steel pistons. Again, the many moving parts and functional compression features on these guys make them super fragile. So putting this guy together may be a breeze, but use as little force as possible. The pieces consist of the main body, 3 mini components located under the body, the 5 unique tentacles, and finally the head. There was an earlier release a couple of years ago with additional Hoth base hugger to represent the snowy environment. We missed that one, but we're super pumped to get the Probot at all since the first release skyrocketed on the aftermarket. We would have absolutely preferred a transparent mounting post to help simulate the anti-gravity effect, but oh well, we'll just have to strip one of our clear Hot Toys Iron Man posts for this guy. Hopefully no modifications are necessary, but if needed, Jason is the one to do it. Some of the cool features on this guy are as follows. Over 50 points of articulation, including 5 unique multi-ratchet jointed tentacles, each consisting of 7 to 10 articulation points and fully functional hydraulics. Of course, the swiveling head loaded with an assortment of lenses and pivoting eyes. A dual-axis articulated blaster cannon, and last but not least, the twin telescoping steel antennas located atop the Probot's head. The probe droid also has a super smooth revolving feature, so the slightest touch rotates this guy on his mounting post. Sweet! Our favorite features on this guy, however, are located on the inside in the form of super cool electronics. First off, we get the LED eye feature activated via a well-hidden push button on the droid's head. The light has 2 settings for white and yellow illumination options. And finally, we have the awesome garbled voice phrase straight from the big screen, also activated via a well-hidden switch located on the probe droid's body. Check it out. What can we say? We are more than pleased with this little guy. He's beautiful, he's super complex, and we're a sucker for electronic features. As a matter of fact, we almost bought the first release of this guy on the aftermarket for pretty much double the original retail price before the second release was announced. Thank goodness we couldn't prioritize the funds at the time. Although he's quite delicate in certain areas, we think he's absolutely amazing, and we highly recommend him to any Star Wars collector. He also makes a great standalone piece as well, and other than the black mounting post and the super fragile bag parts, we wouldn't change a thing. This guy is a keeper for life as far as we go, and until next time, peace and love.